Postal worker Marilyn Gandert vanishes after evicting her freeloading family. 2 days later, cops hit the house. Her daughter-in-law Alissa plays dumb while the search intensifies. But burned remains, blood in a truck, and a panicked girlfriend blow it wide open. Let's unravel. Names drop and Alissa, Annie, and Drake go down for murder. It's a messy, twisted, and real big mess. Let's get into this.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. My name is Detective Brown with Albuquerque Police.
How are you?
Good. You mind if I step out for me?
That's fine.
Okay. Is there anybody else in the house with
No.
you? All right. Step out for me.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the situation, okay? First off, we're investigating the disappearance. I believe it's your mom.
It's my mother-in-law.
Your mother-in-law. Okay.
Yeah.
And so, we actually have to secure the house.
Okay, I'm just trying to get all my stuff out.
Okay.
Like,
All right. So unfortunately, I can't let you go back inside.
I have things in there.
Unfortunately, I can't.
I literally have everything that I'm taking to my hotel and stuff. My purse,
I
everything.
understand that. Okay. But at this point, we're going to secure the residence.
Why?
Okay, we're doing a search warrant on it. I can't get into detail.
Do you have the warrant?
I don't have a warrant yet, but we're
Then
securing
I
it
want to get my things out first. Why?
because I'm securing it for a search warrant.
I need to get my phone.
Ma'am,
This-
what's your name?
My name is Alissa.
All right.
Okay, we'll explain the
Let me explain it to you. Come here. Come here.
Like,
So listen, right now, okay, first off, don't kill the messenger.
I know,
Okay? I'm
it's
just
just-
here. Listen, I
like,
understand
I
your
wanna get my
frustration.
things because-
Okay, I get it. I understand your frustration. Okay, I'm here to do a job. Okay, I've been
I know.
told to come over here. All right.
Okay.
Can I first start off with just talking to you?
Yes.
Oh,
I
can we do
mean,
that?
I'm just frustrated because,
All right.
you know,
No, I get your frustration. We're displacing you for a moment.
I know, but I've been trying to get everything out of here. I don't have help. I have one person,
Okay.
and that's it. I'm waiting for my friend to come.
Who's your friend?
I'm waiting for my friend Nikki to come.
Okay.
So let me get my phone.
Okay.
I'm literally trying to bring all of my bags of books into the living room to get everything,
All right. Let me just make some notes so I can see some light. This will be real quick. So there's nobody else in
No
there?
one in there.
Okay. They're just going to clear the residence, okay? So
Can
it's
you
6:30.
Yeah, I need my phone to let them know. Like,
Okay. Unfortunately, like I said,
you're not going to let me get it?
I can't.
No, that is not right.
Well,
I have no.
so
no.
listen. Why don't
No.
can you talk to me first, and then
Yes,
maybe we can.
but
All right.
that's not fair.
All right. So can I start off with your name?
Yes, it's Alissa, Alissa,
Is it? Oh, it's A-L-I?
Alissa,
A-L-I.
Ssa,
Last name?
Bickett, B as in boy, Ickett.
Okay. What is your date of birth? All right. So let me do this. Okay. This will be fair. All right. Let me call the detective that's involved in this. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And if they think that it's okay for you to take your phone, all right.
Well, I want my clothes, what I have.
Right, I get that.
I've
So
packed
listen.
everything.
So listen, let me run that by him, okay?
Okay,
Again,
please.
don't kill the messenger.
No,
I'm
I
just
know.
here
Like,
at the request.
I literally just have been packing and putting
I
and
get it,
now
okay? I get it.
Oh my God.
I get it. Let me make a call real quick.
It was like we were just doing laundry and stuff, little things.
Yeah.
And cleaning.
Yeah, we are. I'm sorry. I meant to call you. I'm interviewing. I'm talking to Alissa right now.
Okay.
So,
You want to meet up here or you want to meet down there?
she's saying that her friends. What are your friends driving?
She has a Subaru Forester.
Subaru
And then the
Forester?
pickup, she,
Oh, you guys have a pickup too?
yeah.
Okay, so
But
she's
that my other friend took my son home.
okay. So she's saying which other friend? What was she driving?
Penny, silver type.
Okay, so she's saying her friend has a silver Titan as well as a silver Subaru
No, the
Forester
other one is like a maroon.
or a
Subaru.
maroon Subaru Forester that may or may not be coming back,
No, she should be coming back.
or she should be coming back. In the
That's what I
Forester
need.
or the truck?
Both of them.
Oh, both of them should be coming
Yeah,
back.
because we were just gonna get our last stuff and leave.
So
Right.
if you want to just kind of post up and kind of do you see our cop cars? Where you at?
No, I don't see your cop car. Can I see front light on? Are you guys going across?
Oh, I see. I know where you're at. Yeah. You're across the street. I get you. Okay. So yeah, if you want to just kind of come over here where our cop cars were parked down the road, and then I can meet you here shortly. I'm just going to do an interview with her real quick. All right. Cool. Thanks, man. All right. Bye bye.
They're not gonna dig through my things, are they?
So I don't know what they're gonna do.
Because that, I mean, no, those things. Like, those are my things.
What do you? Oh, you mean like your personal stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't want them digging through my purse. Like,
Right.
that's my purse, you know?
Okay. So Alissa, what's your phone number? Okay.
Yes.
And your address? Is it
It's 47. This is was my address.
renting, buying
I was renting it from her,
from who?
Marilyn Gandert.
And that's your mother-in-law?
Mother-in-law. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Would you be feel more comfortable to do this in my car where it's
No.
warm? You good?
I mean, my jacket, I could get it. I'm not.
Okay.
I thought you were going to ask him if I can get my things.
No.
You said you were going to.
No, yeah, my partner. I had to
Yeah.
call her. So hold on.
I thought you did.
No, that was another guy that I was talking to. All right. So Alissa, obviously, I'm trying to just get information, you know, because she was, I guess, filed as a missing person.
Yeah, that's what her
Okay.
brother said. Yeah.
When you say mother-in-law, tell
It was
me.
it was my husband's mom.
Husband. Okay, who's your husband?
My husband was Ryan Bickett.
Okay, so ex. Okay.
He passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Ryan Bickett.
2014. Yes, he died on August 18th of 2014.
Okay. Okay, and then do you guys have any kids together?
Yes, we have 3.
3 kids together.
Yes.
Okay, and what are their names?
Same last name.
Okay. What's was date of birth? All right, and does she live with you?
No, she's 23. She lives with her boyfriend and her baby and my other son. My youngest
What's her boyfriend's name?
son, Anthony.
Okay, and I know
don't know,
these
Ramos.
questions may sound like
Yeah.
very detailed. I just got to ask them, you
That's
know.
fine.
Okay, and his name.
Anthony Ramos, yes.
Spell Ramos.
R-A-M-O-S.
Oh, just like it spells. Okay. Do you have a phone number for?
I don't. It might be on my phone. I mean, I can't remember.
How about a phone number?
I have to get it off my phone. I don't remember her
But
number.
it's in your phone.
Yes.
What? Do you know the address that they live at?
No.
Okay.
It's in Rio Rancho. I don't know her address. I just know how to get there.
Okay.
I'll
What's
send her
your?
letters.
You need your first kids. Give me the 2 more.
Okay, and then Drake, D-R-A-K-E.
Last name.
Same.
Okay. What's the date of birth? Okay. And where does he live at? Does
He
li-
lives with me.
He does. Where's he at?
He's at a hotel right now.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yes.
Does he have a phone number?
No, he does not have a phone.
He does not have a phone.
No.
Okay. And then your third child?
Yes.
That's a cool name.
Same last name.
Okay. Date of birth? You know who that is?
No, I don't.
Okay. Does and Athens is
He's 15.
Does he live with you?
No, he lives with his sister.
He,
Yes.
okay. Sorry, you got to understand on my position. I'm just asked to come over here and talk to you. I really don't know the
Here,
backstory
come to talk to me or interview me.
or interview you. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you have 3 kids
Yes.
with your husband. And again, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, he was deceased. So how long? You guys good to go? As far as it being cleared?
Yeah, obviously, attic or some areas you can't really see.
Okay.
There's no one in there.
Okay.
I mean, my son used to get up in there. He undid the ceiling fan. That's why it's open, because he undid the
okay.
ceiling fan. And he never. And I don't even go up in there.
Okay.
But I know there's, probably some trash in there as well.
Okay.
So he undid the ceiling fan and the light. I can't turn on the light in the middle room. The big living room.
Okay. So there's nobody in the
No
attic right
one's in
now.
there,
But your
no.
son used to get up in there.
Well, he used whenever when we first got here,
Oh,
he
okay.
went. He undid the ceiling fan. I don't know why.
Okay.
So,
All right. If you guys want to go pull your units up here, I can still talk to her, and then
Okay.
I can watch the front too. Cool. All right. So, sorry, paranoid, right? You just make sure
No, I
everything's clear.
understand.
That's
Yeah,
all.
no one's there. I mean,
Okay, so how long were you and Ryan married?
We were married for 23 years.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. In your marriage for 23 years, how was your relationship with your mother-in-law? What's her name?
Marilyn,
Yeah.
very good. She was, I mean, she would get drunk. Her and her son would argue and stuff like that. And, I don't know. I mean, it was good off and on. I mean, she liked me. I liked her. She just didn't like me after he died because she thinks that I should have left him because he was very abusive to me.
Oh, was he? I'm
Yes,
sorry to
he
hear
beat
that.
me all the time,
I'm sorry to hear that.
and he shot himself. So
Oh,
right in front
okay.
of me.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
So you good relationship with her, but you said
Yeah.
she would drink all the time.
Oh yeah, she drinks every day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she drinks every day and takes Xanax, and I don't know what else.
She take it for
Anxiety.
She does take it for anxiety. Do you know how long she was taking Xanax for?
At least for the last 15 years.
Okay. All right. Do you know what Marilyn, like what her daily habits are or anything like that?
She get up around 4, go to work.
4 in the morning?
Yeah, she always got up like at
Oh,
4
dude,
or 5 in the
okay.
morning. Like you,
What did she work at?
she worked at the post office.
So regularly she would get up at 4 in the morning?
Yeah.
Oh,
And she goes to bed about 8 or 9.
okay. She worked at the post office?
Yes, she works at the post office. The one in Montano, I don't know the name of it, but it's the one
Okay.
right around Montano, between Griegos and
Oh,
Second.
okay. At Montano.
Between Griegos and Second.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. And how long has she worked there? Do you know?
At that office. I'm not sure the exact amount of years. I mean, she's worked with the post office for right around probably 25, 30 years.
You that person on the phone?
She's a neighbor, I guess. Always
Oh,
nosy.
really?
Everyone here seems
Okay.
very nosy. I don't know her.
Well, that's why I asked if you wanted to go sit in the car that way nobody sees,
I
but
don't
you
really
don't care?
The
Okay.
police are here all the time, so I don't really care.
At this house or just in this?
They've been at this house a lot. My son has psychosis.
Okay.
He's getting better. He's on medicine, so
Okay.
that's
Gotcha.
And then that's why, like at first, I was sad to leave because he needs stability.
Right.
But then once we left and he's continued to be on his medicine, it's gotten better.
Okay.
And I think it's better that we just leave this house because I think he's too much with his dad and everything. So,
Okay.
so we
Gotcha.
were fine leaving. We were happy. Like I said before, on Friday, she was just like, take the key, come get the keys on Saturday, bring them
Right.
back to me on Sunday and be done, and I was like, yeah. But I've had such a delay in all of this because Saturday his uncle and then,
Right.
my son and stuff like that. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Hey, so FYI, the SO guys, they're in a truck. They're going to be coming up as well.
Okay.
That way,
Also,
sheriff's deputies.
oh,
Yeah. Okay. So wow, that's early. I can't get up that early. All right.
yeah, I
so
know. But she goes to bed early too. So.
all right.
In the last
that was
year and
fairly
a half,
consistent?
I haven't really talked to her a lot. I mean, we've talked. I mean, obviously, she's my landlord, so we talk maybe once a month. We just have nothing to say to each other.
Okay, so she's your landlord here.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go.
She never charged her husband for the house at all. We never had to pay for this until he died, and then she wanted me to pay, which was
When
fine.
did he die? I'm sorry.
He died in 2014, August 18th of 2014.
Okay. All right, so he died in August 18, 2014. And if I hear you correctly, prior to that, he allowed you guys, or I'm sorry, she allowed you to stay here without, rent free?
Mhm.
Did she pay the rent, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
She
But
makes
since
good
it,
money.
Okay.
You know.
But since your husband's death, again, I'm sorry.
I mean, she's paid it, but she's, I had rent.
Right.
For a while, I'm just like, for a while I would pay like about $550 or whatever, and that's what I was paying this last time. But I lost my job
Right.
because of my son. But it's
Okay.
okay, we were getting through that. I'm looking for a job now, and I couldn't pay rent, and so she
Right.
said, "I'm just gonna have you evicted." And I was upset about it a little bit. I was like, can't we work something out? No, okay,
Where did you
So-
used to work?
I've worked at Convergys. I mean, I've worked at a lot of different places. My last place of employment was Convergys.
Converges? What is that?
It's a call center.
C?
ONVERGYS.
That's a call center?
Yes, for AT&T, and
So that was your last job?
that was my last job.
Okay.
And I ended that like in November, December, right around Christmas.
Of this year?
Yeah,
I mean, of
this
last
last
year. Okay. November.
I took a leave of absence, and then
Okay.
I just stopped going because it's too hard with my son.
And again, I'm sorry. I can't even imagine
Yeah.
how it is living, with someone that has issues
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Okay. So first off, I commend you for.
Yeah, my
For,
my
being
husband was
there
the
for him.
same. Like he had
Right.
bipolar and stuff like that.
How do you do it? How do you do it?
I have to. I just cope.
Okay. Well,
I try. I mean, I've used the police. He's gone to the crazy farm. My husband never did. He just beat me, and I just
Okay.
whatever.
Well, I'm sorry that even happened between you. I mean, that should have never happened. Okay. So your landlord, Marilyn.
Yes.
When did you said she evicted you? When did that occur?
It was on. Well, she said we had court on the 13th. I don't remember exactly what day. 16th, something like that. I don't know.
Of this month?
Yes, of January. And I didn't go because I knew I was just I'm not gonna go and argue in court because there's nothing to argue about. I'm not paying rent, so I'll go.
So you didn't go.
No.
And tell me again why you didn't go.
Because I knew I didn't want to argue. There was nothing to argue.
You were just owning up to it, like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm not paying
just
rent.
go ahead and get
Right.
your, and then I waited for the sheriffs to come. That's fine.
Okay, and did the sheriffs come?
Yes, they
What
did.
did
They
they-
came on Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday.
This past Tuesday?
Yes, and I don't know dates, because I mean, today is now Monday. Okay, I know that. Like I thought it was Sunday for some reason. It's always I don't
Sorry.
because right now I'm not working. It's really hard to remember
Right.
what day.
Okay. Oh, I was going to show you the date. I'm sorry, that's what I was doing.
That's fine.
So today's Monday, the 29th. So are you saying that this past Tuesday
Yes,
they came?
yes. It
Now-
was either Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay, so
I
that would
don't
be.
remember because no, it must have been Tuesday because I had Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Because she said you'll have 3 days, and then I asked her on Friday, I'm gonna need extra time, and she
Right.
realized that we were getting things out. I mean, you don't realize I have 23 years of my life. I'm
Right.
stocked full, So,
Okay,
and
so
I'm a pack rat, so,
So the 23rd is a Tuesday. So that's about
probably
right.
about that day. Yeah.
So on the 23rd,
Yes.
deputies came here.
Yes.
And what did they tell you?
To get out, you have 10 minutes. Pack up what you can right now and get out, and then you can make arrangements, and we did.
Okay. So they told you to leave and make arrangements?
Yeah, which I
Okay.
did
And who did you make those arrangements with?
with Marilyn.
Okay. Can you tell me the arrangements?
It was from 10 to 6 on the next day, on Wednesday.
So tell me about that. Did you call her, Marilyn?
I
or
messaged her. And,
How did you message
I
her?
might have called her. I don't remember. I mean, I'd have to look at my phone. I don't. Like,
All right.
I talked to her. I just said, well, first, I think Nikki messaged her and asked if we could come at 10.
Okay, and
And-
you got to bear with me. When you
That's
say
fine.
message, are we
Probably-
talking about Facebook message
No,
or
she
like
doesn't have
text?
Facebook. Just text.
So text. So either you or Nancy,
Nikki.
or I'm sorry, Nikki. Who's
Yeah. Well, I think Nikki did too. She's one of my roommates that was here.
okay? That was going to be my next question: is how many people live here with you?
It was me, Nikki, Annie, and Drake. Drake is my son.
So Drake, Annie,
Annie,
spell that for me.
A-N-N-I-E.
Last name?
Rail,
Rael.
yes.
Do you know her date of birth
I
or
don't
how
know
old
her
she
name.
is?
She's about 28.
About 28.
I worked with her at Sitel. I mean, she's been a friend of mine.
So
for
that's a
over year and
roommate.
half. Yes.
And then who was the other one?
Nikki. It's Veronica, but Nikki Patterson.
So is it Veronica on our ID?
Yeah,
On our ID?
Veronica.
Okay. Veronica, Nikki
Yeah, Patterson.
Patterson. How old is she?
24. I know her birthday.
What's her birthday? Okay, and how do you know Nikki?
She's,
Veronica, Nikki.
She is my best friend. We've known her for about 5-6 years.
Best friend.
They're both my best friends, really.
Veronica and Annie are both your best friends?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Drake, Annie, and Veronica live here with you.
Yes.
Okay, nobody else. Okay. And how long have Annie and Veronica lived here at the house?
Annie has lived here probably since October.
Okay.
And Nikki has been here. She came with my son because she was dating my son.
Okay.
And they came here, I think, July
Of last year?
of last year. Yes.
Both of them?
Yes. Drake and
Oh, I'm
Nikki.
sorry.
Yeah, Drake and Nikki. Annie came in October
Of last year?
of last year. Yes. I just moved in here in June.
So Drake and Veronica
Yes.
came in,
About July.
July 2017. Okay. All right. Do you know where they're at right now?
I know
Who'd
Annie
you-
went to take my son home, my youngest,
Okay.
up to his sister's, and Nikki was on her way over here, but I don't,
Okay.
they were
Who
just,
who drives the silver truck?
that's Annie.
That's Annie's truck?
That might be Veronica.
And then what does Veronica drive?
Red Subaru.
So she drives the red Subaru?
Yes.
It's probably
Veronica, yes.
that's Veronica. All right. Can you 2-5 for me?
Who is it? You know?
So this is supposed to be Veronica Patterson. Okay. All right. So back to this month. So the 23rd, the deputies came here and told you to leave and get your stuff and make arrangements.
Yes.
You stated that either you or Nikki, correct?
Yeah.
Sent a text message
Yeah.
to Marilyn,
Yes.
correct?
A
Okay.
couple of times I talked to her on the phone and said, okay, and she's like, okay, you're gonna be there? And I said, yeah. So
Okay. Now, did you call her that day? Do you
I don't
remember?
remember.
Okay. So you call her, and what was the discussion over the phone?
She just said, you're gonna be there, and I said, yeah. And she said 10. I said 10, and then I was like, maybe 10:30, but 10. I'm getting the U-Haul. We got a U-Haul, and then we got it at 10:16
When?
on Wednesday.
So you got a U-Haul?
Yes, at 10:16 on Wednesday. And I remember that's when we picked it up.
At 10:16?
Yes.
From which place?
It was on 4th Street.
And was it under your name?
No, it was under Veronica's, because I don't have a driver's license.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so you guys pick it up
Pick it
under
up.
Veronica's name,
Mhm.
and you guys
Met
come back here?
Marilyn.
Okay, when you guys come back here, do you meet Marilyn here, or
Yeah,
how does that work?
Yeah, she came over here.
So then,
Adam is here.
who's that?
That's her boyfriend.
Okay.
Her ex-boyfriend, because...
Okay, so you meet Marilyn here.
Yes.
What was the discussion between you?
Just, she just said, I'm going to be here, and just get your things. And I said, okay, I'm packing.
Okay.
And then she took my middle son at some point to go take, because she has our dog, Tammy.
Marilyn has your dog?
Yes. Tammy.
What kind of dog is it?
Staffordshire Terrier.
How long has she had her dog?
She's had my dog since probably August the year before.
Okay. What kind of dog is it?
It's a Staffordshire Terrier.
Stafford.
Yeah. Stafford.
Oh, I'm sorry, Stafford.
Yes, Shire Terrier.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me just make a phone call real quick.
Okay.
'Cause I don't know who else is showing up.
You don't know what?
I just want to let my partner know that there's other people showing up.
Okay.
That's all. I know, I'm sorry, this is an inconvenience. Hey, so I'm talking to Alissa right now. Her friend Veronica showed up.
My shoulder hurts.
Not sure if you want to talk to her or not. If you want me to interview Veronica, then yes, because I'm still talking to Alissa. Well, yeah, she's expecting more people to show up,
Maybe.
or possibly.
I didn't know he was coming. I didn't ask him to come.
Yes. All right, thanks. All right, bye. Okay, sorry. All right. How come she met you here, Marilyn?
Just
Just
because she said she wanted to make sure we didn't damage the house anymore.
really? So she didn't trust you guys to do it yourself?
I guess not. I mean, because my son has put holes in the house, put his head through the wall and stuff like that. He's just
But that's a product of his condition, right?
yes.
Okay.
So I said fine, I had no problem with her meeting us here.
Okay.
But she just like she was yelling at us. I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday, which was fine. Just let her yell. She's sad. She's mad.
So that's what I'm trying to. Okay, so she came Wednesday. And you guys started
And
cleaning
she
stuff
sat
out.
here and drank beer, and drove drunk. So I hate it. I don't condone it. And sat here, drank tomato beer all day.
Tomato beer. What is that?
She pours tomato juice or clamato in her beer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then came in, goes to the bathroom, looks around, makes snide
Make
remarks.
sure you guys are
doing we're
good,
just
right?
packing and doing our thing.
Okay. And then, so how long are you guys here on Wednesday cleaning
Until
stuff
about
out?
6, or no, 5 or 6.
What time do you guys get here?
About 10:30, because I got it at 10:16, so about 10:30.
So approximately 10:30 a.m.
Yes.
to
about, no, it was before dark, so 5.
about 5-ish. Okay. You guys are cleaning out the house.
Yeah, I'm just packing, because I had nothing packed.
Okay, so you're packing.
Packing.
And where is she at? Where's Marilyn
She
at the time?
sits in her truck out here.
Okay, so Marilyn outside in the truck just watching?
Yeah, talking. The kids came. I think my granddaughter came.
What kind of vehicle does she drive?
She drives a blue Subaru. No, Suburban. I'm sorry. I'm thinking Subaru. Suburban.
It's a blue Suburban?
Yeah.
Okay. And she's just hanging out here drinking.
Yep. Talking to the neighbors. I don't
Drinking
know.
alcohol.
I was trying not to pay
You
attention.
say the tomato drink?
Yeah, it's tomato. If she puts beer, it's Michelob Ultra. She had some in the fridge. I had.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Had some of one earlier, but.
So does she ever come inside?
Yeah, she comes inside a lot.
So she's coming inside?
Yeah, back
coming
and
going?
forth all the time. Yeah, she'll come in, sit down, talk to me, or talk to the kids. Because well, I don't think Drake came. See, I don't know if Drake came right away. I don't remember because I tried to. He doesn't help. I mean, he has a condition. He doesn't help. He came, helped me move one couch in, and said, "Okay, let's go."
Oh, really?
And then she took him over to her house to go take the dog, and they took the dog and then came back. So I don't know what time that was. I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention.
So-
I was packing.
All right, so on Wednesday, who was all here helping you pack?
It was me, Nikki, and Annie helped, and my youngest was here for a while.
So you, Nikki,
Annie,
Annie, and who else?
my youngest.
We're packing
Yeah,
on
and
Wednesday.
Drake came too because they went and got him. I know that he was here because she said, "Can you go get Drake?" Because she wanted to take him to go because she can't pick up the dog.
So he helped a little bit.
Yeah, he helped a little bit. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, he gets bored.
Gotcha.
You know, kicking a ball around. I mean, you know.
Okay.
And I cleaned out the garage mostly, not all of it, but that's what I filled into my the U-Haul.
Okay, so you put most of the garage
Yeah,
stuff in the
most
garage
of
in the
it.
U-Haul?
Because then I wanted
Okay.
to be able to back the truck up into the garage, you know.
So put stuff.
And I had a truck in there, and my friend came and picked it up and bought it from me. So.
Okay, give me a second. I'm sorry. I can only write so
That's
fast.
fine, I'm sorry.
So you put the stuff in the garage, from the
Into the
garage into the
U-Haul.
U-Haul, and then your friend picked up the U-Haul?
No,
Or-
I took the U-Haul later. At the
Okay.
end of the day.
Okay. You said your friend picked up.
He picked up. I had a pickup that it didn't have two back wheels, so I had a friend come and buy my pickup. I
Okay.
don't have that pickup anymore.
Friend. What's your friend's name? I'm sorry.
Joseph.
Joseph what?
I don't know his last name. I just call him. His name is Joseph. I mean, he's not like a best friend or anything.
Is
He's
he in
just-
your phone?
No. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I've called him, but I have him as Joseph Tow Truck. So
Joseph in your phone?
yes. I don't know his number.
Okay. So possibly in your phone.
Yes.
But you have called him.
Yes, I have.
Okay. All right. And he came and bought this truck, or did he
Yeah.
did he pay for it, or did he just take it from you?
But first he took it, and then the next day we met, and he gave me some money for it.
What kind of truck was it?
It's mine, a Dodge Dakota, a 2003 Dodge Dakota, but it had no back wheels.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wrecked it, and it needed to be repaired, so I just had it in the garage, and I was like, I'm not going to be moving this. I don't have a place to stay, so
How did he get it
he
out
had
of
a
here?
tow on the back of his truck.
Oh, okay. So you just
Yeah, he towed
Okay.
it away.
all right. So Joseph towed it away.
Yes,
Gotcha. And that was on Wednesday.
yes.
Okay. All right. So he tows it away. About what time do you remember that was?
It was right before we were leaving, so about 4:30. 4:30.
Around 4:30.
Yes.
Sorry. You got to bear with me. I'm just trying to be detailed as possible, okay? And then after that, is that when you leave with a U-Haul?
Yes.
Okay, where do you guys take the U-Haul?
To my storage.
Okay.
And I don't know the name of the storage facility offhand. I know where it is. I don't pay attention to names and stuff.
Now, where's the storage
It's
facility?
on Montano and I-25.
Montana on I-25?
Yes.
You don't remember the name?
I don't know the name offhand. No.
Okay, do you have a storage number?
And 19.
Number 19? Do you know any other storage units? No?
And
Huh?
I just got that one about like a week ago. I got it right before we had to move out.
Just got
I got it on Tuesday.
on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday, that was, what did
That was the 23rd.
No, 23rd, okay. Now, is the storage unit, is the storage unit under your name?
Yes.
Is it under anybody else's name?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right, so you take it and then do you unload everything from the
Yes.
U-Haul into the storage
Yes,
unit?
and then we left the U-Haul there
You
at
left
the
it?
storage unit. Yes. I asked her if I could park it there because I didn't want to drive it because of the miles.
Who did you ask?
The front desk, I don't know her name.
Okay. What time was this about?
Right after we left here, about 5:30 or 6, or it was before they closed. So by the time 5:30.
So you spoke with a female
Yes.
front desk clerk?
Yes.
Okay.
They close at 6, so
Okay. All right, so they, okay. Okay. All right, so you leave it there.
yes.
All right. And then what do you guys do next?
And then me and Nikki go back to the to our hotel.
Okay, where were you guys staying at?
We were staying at that time at Motel 6.
Okay, go back to Motel 6. Which one?
It's on Pan American.
Now, what was it, under your name or hers?
under hers. I don't have any hotels. I never have had a.
Okay, I'm just.
I don't know. They got the hotel. I didn't. I mean, I just go and stay with them.
And
So-
who's they? Nikki and.
Nikki, Drake, and Annie.
Oh, they all were staying there too.
Yeah, we all are
Oh,
staying
okay,
together.
gotcha.
Yes, we're all staying together. We're a little group. When we stayed, we said, you know, we're kicked out. We're staying together.
So it could be under Nikki, Drake, or I'm
Well,
sorry,
it's not under Drake. It's probably either Nikki or Annie.
or Annie. Okay.
Drake doesn't have an ID.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I
So
don't
you
know.
stay there
Yeah, we stay there.
Tuesday night
Uh-huh.
and then into Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
And what happens?
And then we stayed there again.
Okay.
I mean, we had the, you know, paid for it, stayed there again. And then Nikki and I went to the storage and picked up the U-Haul, and took it to the, we had to take it back by 10:16. I think I got it there at 10:08.
Oh, okay. So Wednesday morning you had to be back.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So then we started and so then Nikki and I came here and just started packing. Annie didn't come. She was supposed to come.
All right, So
Okay.
Wednesday morning, so picked up U-Haul.
Yes.
I know this isn't
I know
inconvenience.
my back is just really hurting
I know,
because
I'm
my
sorry.
shoulder hurts. I've been lifting things and, you know, moving by myself. So,
So you dropped it off
yes.
back at the 4th Street
Yes.
at 10:16.
Yes.
Okay, 4th Street. All right. And then you came back here.
Yes. We
Then-
met Marilyn here. I
Who
told
who all was here?
me and Annie, or me and Nikki. God, Annie stayed at the hotel because the day before, Marilyn was mad at her and she was sad. So she's like, "I'm just gonna stay. I don't want to go." And I was like, "Good, you can stay with Drake because he doesn't help anyway." You know,
Okay, so you came back to the 20 and it was just you and who? I'm sorry.
Nikki.
Okay.
And I
Now,
was just
you
packing
mentioned
and
that
stuff.
she was mad at who?
She was mad at Annie. She's mad at all of us.
Well-
She was mad at Annie because she didn't like her being here because she says she didn't pay rent. Okay.
Marilyn is mad at Henny because she wasn't paying rent, but yeah, nobody was paying rent. But she
Yeah,
was singling her
exactly.
out kind of
But
thing?
no, she just said
Excuse me.
because she wasn't paying rent, and she's just saying it. You know, I mean, she was yelling at all of us.
When was she
literally-
yelling at
on
you?
Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll tell you that too on Wednesday because my daughter came over at some point with my granddaughter to see if everything was going okay.
Okay.
You know, like you guys getting it, you got because she gave me the money for the U-Haul. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Who gave
And
you the money? I'm
my
sorry.
daughter.
Your daughter
Yeah, she.
gave you the money for
Yes.
you. Okay.
Yes. So she was just like, "Oh, you guys packing?" And wanted to talk to her grandma, whatever. And Marilyn was yelling at us, and then Marilyn said, "I ought to just die because, nobody wants me anyway." Like, cause she was just mad, and I'm like, I didn't hear that. My daughter told
on
me
Wednesday.
That. On Wednesday, yes.
Okay, so you did not hear
I
Marilyn's.
did not hear her
Your
say that.
daughter's
My
telling
daughter
you this?
told me this last night
Okay.
because she was like, yeah, she was sad. She was like, and Grandma said that, and I don't know if that's what she would do,
Okay. So your daughter told you this last night,
Yes.
that this past Wednesday,
Yes. When Grandma was mad and yelling at everyone and we were all crying, that's what she said.
and she stated again, tell me what she said again?
She said, her grandma said, "Why don't I just die? Nobody wants me anyway."
Okay. Nobody wants me anyway.
That's what, I don't remember those probably,
Right.
those are the exact words. I don't have a great memory. Been hit in the head enough,
Right, okay. Okay. All right, so obviously you, Marilyn, and Nikki kind of have like this relationship that's really not that smooth. It's kind of rocky, but
It is,
because of
yeah.
other things, correct?
Right.
Okay.
I mean, she blamed me. Not even. I don't remember if it was the week before or whatever for my husband dying. So,
Right. Okay,
Yeah,
how'd that
she-
make you feel?
it makes me feel like it makes me sad.
Like, right. That would
Yeah.
piss me off.
Well, I wasn't really. I'm mad at her for that. But
Right.
well, it makes me sad. I'm not going to
Okay.
do anything. I don't care.
Right.
I just,
Right.
I know, but
It
I
would
know
irrit-
that's
it would
what you
irrit-
guys are trying to get at.
No,
and I
it-
didn't do anything.
No, I'm not
So-
saying that. I'm saying it would irritate me too that she let you guys live here and then just drop
Yeah,
the ball, say, "Hey, I want you to pay
exactly.
freaking rent."
Yeah.
Like, hey,
But
where's the
well,
discussion?
Yeah. So
Right.
I agreed. I did what I could.
Right. Okay. And I didn't ask you if you did anything
I know,
not
but I
implying
feel
that.
like that's
Right.
everybody. Oh, you're like trying to get.
Well,
oh, are you mad at her? Like trying to find a
no.
motive. I have nothing.
Right.
I
At
don't
this
care.
point, I don't know.
I mean,
right?
I don't know where she is. She's crazy. I mean, I know she is. She'll
Okay.
walk away.
So that's what.
You
That's maybe we can just kind of
Yeah, it's like,
fast forward
it
a little
just
bit.
bugs me. I just want my things. I don't want
I
to be
know.
here. It's not. I didn't do anything. I don't even want to be in this house anymore. And now, I'm being
Right.
bugged.
Well,
I'm trying to get everything out,
okay, hold on a
and
second.
I don't have help. So what am I supposed to do?
Okay, and again, I'm not.
I know, but
I'm not implying you
know,
did anything.
I know, but like, oh, you're mad at her. Like, that's what I feel.
Okay, well,
that's
I
how I
apologize.
feel because it's like.
I'm trying to relate to you because if it were me, I'd be
Well, I was
irritated
upset,
as well.
but I don't care. And then
Right.
I came to terms with I just want to
Right.
leave. I mean, thinking about it, my husband died here. My son freaks out. He can't sleep in the middle of the
I
room.
understand.
So,
Okay. So, all right. So obviously Wednesday, you guys meet here around
Yes.
10:30 again.
No, you mean Thursday?
Or no, Wednesday.
Wednesday, that was the first day. Wednesday was the first day that we started getting things out. Okay,
Okay,
and then
that's
it was
correct.
Thursday.
I'm sorry. Thursday, you guys come back
About the
after
same
you
time,
drop in the
yeah.
U-Haul.
Uh-huh.
And does Marilyn meet you here?
Yes, she meets us here.
She
says,
does.
I'll meet you here. If I came early, I don't know, but she was here.
Okay, so she's here.
Yes.
All right. How does that day go?
Fine, just, comes in like, God, you got a lot of stuff,
Right.
come on, move faster, I'm like, okay, Marilyn, go sit down,
Okay.
back and forth, but, she's being civil, and, she's saying, and I'm being civil, and she's being friendly, and,
Right.
she's like, it's probably going to take you longer, and I said, yeah, it probably is,
Okay.
I know it is.
Okay. All right. Any accusations or yelling from her then?
Not that I remember, no.
No. Okay. But you said she was yelling at you, and that was not the first day, though, right? Okay. And then, so you guys stay the same amount of time?
About the same amount of time,
All right.
yeah.
Do you also have the U-Haul here,
No,
or?
it's just, Annie came a couple times, but we had nothing. I mean, we didn't even really move anything out that day.
And Annie drives the silver truck, correct?
Yes.
All right. So she came.
She just came by, and I was like, well, I'm going to need the truck, but she said, well, she was going to run some errands with her friend,
Right.
and I said, okay, fine, and then we left.
Okay.
And we left about the same time because it's before dark,
Right.
I mean, try to get out before dark. And I mean, now I'm just trying to get it done because
Gotcha.
I'm tired of being here. I'm
Understand.
tired of it.
And again, I'm sorry.
And I have no help, and it's just getting me really frustrated.
Okay. And you know what? Like I said, I don't want to pretend.
And I didn't want to be here
Right.
any longer. Like, I was waiting for them to come get me, and we were about to leave, lock up and
Right.
leave.
Okay. Again, I apologize for your situation. I mean, this sucks for anybody. Okay.
And I don't know where we have a hotel. Like, they have my things, so I just wanted, like,
Right.
I brought in bags to pack up a bunch of my clothes to take
Right.
with me. So,
And
okay,
again, so let me see what I can do. Okay. All I can do is ask.
because I need clothes. I literally brought everything back
I understand that.
to wash and be
Right. But
ready.
you got to understand. All I can do is ask. Okay. All right. And I can let you know. I give you my word. All right. I'll do. I'll
I'm
do
sure.
that.
I'm sure.
Okay.
I mean, this is.
So obviously, Thursday, same thing. Okay.
Yep.
Goes
we
into
left,
Friday,
and then
correct?
Friday, yeah, same thing. She meets
So
us
same
here.
pattern. She
Yeah,
meets you
she
here on
meets us
Friday.
here,
What time
and
does
then-
she meet you here on Friday?
I don't remember. I honestly don't. I don't know. I mean,
What was she driving?
the same
Same.
truck.
Okay. So all right, and then you're here packing on Friday,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
correct? Who's here with you on Friday?
It's me, all of us. We're all. Nikki came later, like Annie, because she had to work, but we were in the silver truck, and we had it backed into the garage.
So Friday.
And I closed it at some points, like because it's cold, and Marilyn would tell us. And she stayed inside for a long time. Marilyn was in here,
Why was the truck backed up in the garage?
so I could load it,
Okay.
and stuff like that.
And was Marilyn out in her car again, or
She was for a little bit, but she came inside, and she's like, it's cold, I'm going to hang out with you guys. And we were talking because we were, just talking about old times and everything. She just wanted to talk because she knew it was going to be getting close to being done.
Okay. So what time did she come in the house?
I don't remember.
What time did you guys leave?
About 4.
About 4. Now was she in the house the whole time?
Yeah.
Until then? Okay. So she came in house. Okay, and was with you guys, right?
Yeah, just sitting around talking with us and stuff, yeah. And so she was like, you guys, I see you haven't done any damage or done anything like that. So, because she said she goes to work on Monday,
Okay.
okay, that she wanted to just take the weekend. She's like, come over in the morning and get the keys.
So she's telling you to come over in the
Yeah.
morning and get the keys from her. Okay, so 4 p.m. comes along. What happens?
We leave.
And who's we? I'm sorry.
Me and Nikki. Annie and Drake had left earlier.
So-
Me and Nikki left.
Annie and Drake left in the silver car.
No, they actually left in the Subaru. I had
Okay,
them
so
go-
they left in
yeah,
the Subaru.
Yeah, so because Nikki helps me a lot more than Annie.
Okay,
like
I'm
she
sorry.
picks up stuff.
So Annie and Drake left earlier in the Subaru.
Yes.
Okay. So the truck's still here,
Yes.
right? All right. So then, who drives the truck away?
Nikki.
Nikki. So you and Nick are in the truck.
Yes.
You guys pull it out.
Yes.
All right.
And I don't know. And Marilyn was still in the house. I don't know if she left after that or what.
Oh, so you guys left and she was
Yeah,
still in the house?
yeah. Sometimes she'll leave like a few minutes after us. She goes and locks up everything. Because we pull out the truck every day out of the garage so she can lock it up because,
Okay.
or just put in the little thing, like,
Right.
So that we can't get it.
I'm just making a note. So you guys left in truck, correct?
Yes.
Around 4?
Around, I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Around
I
4
don't
p.m.?
remember the exact.
So, but when you left, Marilyn was still inside?
Yeah.
Was she with anybody else?
Not that I know of.
Let me ask you this. Was there anybody else with her here?
No.
Okay, so knowing that it's just you guys in the house, right?
Uh-huh.
And Drake and
Annie,
Annie have already left, and then you and Alyssa leave.
me and Nikki. I'm Alissa.
I'm sorry, yeah, you and Nikki leave.
Mhm.
When I ask you, okay, and you got to understand, when I ask you if Marilyn's still here, and you say yes, and then I say, is she with anybody else? And you say, not that I know of.
Well, I don't know if, the neighbor comes over. She
Oh,
was
okay,
alone
like
at
after
the
you guys
time.
left.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She was at the time.
Gotcha. Okay, now that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys leave, and she's here as far as you know.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any communication with each other after you leave?
No. I didn't talk to her. She said, the only thing she said before I left was, just text me when you're on your way in the morning. That's
Who
all she
said that?
Marilyn. Said, text me when you're on your way to get the keys.
Okay, so one with Marilyn. What time was that at? What did you send that to her?
No, I didn't
Or-
text her. I did not text her that.
Did she text you that?
No, we said it before I left.
Oh, okay. Give me. All right. Okay, so before you left, sorry. Before you left, she texted you, or she told you that I will text you.
She
Or-
said for me to text her
Gotcha. All right.
before
You came over.
I went to her because I was
Right.
going to go to her house and pick up the keys.
Okay.
And that's the last I talked to her.
Okay, so before Alyssa left, Marilyn
Except for
told
in the morning
Alyssa
I saw her at
to-
her house.
Okay. Before Alyssa left, Marilyn told Alyssa to.
Text
Right.
before you come. Let me know you're on your way.
And let me know when you're on your way. Okay.
Yes. And I don't save my messages, so I probably don't have a lot of them, just so you know, okay? Because I just erase stuff because that's what I do. I've done that forever.
Okay.
So if I don't have something, I don't, want to be damned for it.
Hey, buddy. Gosh, back. Sorry, this is taking a little longer. Okay, so let's see. All right, so basically what you're saying is if the messages aren't on,
Right,
you probably deleted them
Yeah, I do that.
because that's habit.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
a habit. I don't, because I don't like my son going in my phone. It bugs me, so.
Oh, would he do that often or what?
He used to, yeah. Like,
So you don't want him seeing some stuff?
Yeah,
in your
it's not, yeah. if I'm talking to somebody.
personal
it's not-
stuff, man. He
it's
doesn't
not
need to
his
see it, right?
business,
I get.
exactly.
Hey, I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
Okay.
He picks up my phone sometimes. I'm just like, put
Right.
that down. But I don't want to argue.
Okay, so I get it. So now that makes sense. So he would have a habit of going into your
Yeah.
phone. So you make a practice. I'm going to delete these messages
Yes,
so
I
he doesn't
delete
see
everything.
anything.
So yeah, it's
That
none of
makes
his business
perfect
what I talk
sense,
about
man.
Anyway.
Okay, so She basically says, hey, text me when you're on your way.
Yes.
Let me know. Okay? And that was the last time you spoke to her?
No,
Okay.
I went on Saturday morning to pick up the keys
So you went over to
around 10 o'clock.
What's the
I don't
address?
know her address. I don't know it offhand. It's something Rustler. I don't even know my daughter's address. I don't send them letters, so I don't know.
Oh, okay, on Rustler.
Yes.
At what time?
Around 10.
Okay.
I don't know, but it was around 10.
Okay. All right. So tell me about that. You go over
I just
there.
go over.
Are you by yourself?
It was me and Nikki.
Okay.
And I just knock on the door, get the keys. She says, give them to me on Sunday. And that's all we said. That was it. Not even
Okay.
another word. I said, okay.
All right. So you and Nikki went over to the
Yeah,
house.
only
knock
I
on the door.
I just knocked on the door, and I said, she handed
So
me
she
the
came
keys
to the
right
door.
away. Yeah, she handed me the keys right away, and she said, see you on Sunday evening. And I said, okay.
Okay. So Marilyn answered.
Yes.
Do you remember? Can you describe how she looked when she answered the door?
She was wearing a robe.
Huh?
She was wearing a robe.
Okay. She's wearing a robe. What color robe?
Blue.
Blue. Okay. And was there any communication? Just
See you on Sunday.
so
Bring
she
me back the
just
keys.
literally opened the door.
No, like literally, handed me them. I had no other conversation with her. We had nothing else to say because it was the day before.
Right.
I didn't want to stop and talk. I wanted to get it done.
Right. Okay.
I'm here to get my stuff done.
So she handed over the keys and she told you to sit. What about Sunday?
See you on Sunday, but when you're done. Obviously I'm not done, and I asked her brother if I could come over and still, get stuff out.
Oh, okay. So yeah. Okay.
So I'll be later, yeah.
All right. Since going over to her house, have you tried calling her at all?
Yes.
Okay. And
I've messaged. I've had nothing.
Well-
Her brother called me. I didn't message her that day because I had, I'm just getting
Okay.
things done.
Right.
I don't need to take out time.
Right.
Her brother called me and said, "Have you seen Marilyn?" And I said, "Yeah, around 10."
okay.
And so he said, because I tried to call her, and he came over actually. I'm sorry.
Right.
He came over and he asked me.
When did he come over?
On Saturday. I don't know.
Did he
what
come
time.
over here?
Yes.
What's her brother's name?
Harry.
What time did he come over?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe around noon.
Did you have a conversation with him before he came over? Or
Well, this is what happened. I had Nikki drop me off, and I was here packing because
Okay.
and I did not have a conversation with him before that. I didn't even know he was coming over. I saw,
so he just showed up.
yes,
Okay.
and I was like, "Oh, hi, Harry. What's going on?" And he's like, "Have you seen Marilyn?" Because I was at her house, and I said, "Yeah, about 10 o'clock." And he said, "Okay, and he was telling me about it, and he was worried, and I said, "I'm worried too. What do you want me to do?"
Okay.
What do I need to do? I said, "Do you want me to still do this? Do you want me to help you? What?" And he said, "No, just go ahead and keep packing." And I said, "Okay."
Okay.
And then at some point, Annie and my son came over, and we, were packing and loading and hauling things away. And then we left about 6, I think, 5 or 6. It was right before dark.
On Saturday?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And then Sunday we came, which was yesterday. God was like, "What is today?" And we came late, like about 12, and took a couple of loads, and then and I talked to Harry, and I said, "Harry, can we please come again tomorrow?" And he said, "Yeah, that's fine."
Okay.
But my youngest son called and was like, "Have you seen Grandma?" And I said, "I only saw her on Saturday. That was the
Right.
last time."
Okay.
And he's like, "What should we do?" And I'm like, I just need to pack. Like, that's what, Harry said, just, pack and get your stuff going.
Right. Okay. All right.
And that was it. And then today, again, we barely got here like at 1:30.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I took a shower here because I was like just trying, I'm tired,
Right.
and I'm tired of packing. My back hurts. I don't want to do it anymore, but I'm trying to get everything out.
I understand. And again, I'm sorry that you're being displaced right
No,
now.
and it's okay.
Okay.
I'm fine with it. It's
The thing is,
it's gotta, things happen.
Right. So you obviously know this is Albuquerque, right?
Yes.
And so when someone reports a missing persons, it's just,
Yeah,
that's what
and
we
I
do.
understand.
We got to
I
try
mean,
to,
and I wonder where she is too. I mean,
I have
I've
no
called
idea.
her. I've called her a few times too, just to see if her phone will be back on, because it's just picking up right away.
Right.
You know.
Okay. Can you think of anybody else that may know where she's at?
I know. I only know her friend Nancy, and her friend Nancy was here on Saturday, because the police came on Saturday and asked me. They did a walkthrough. You know, they
Okay.
did a walk through the house, and I was very, like, and they didn't go in my closet. I was like, I have a closet, go look, you know, I mean, come on.
What's Nancy's last name?
I don't know. I don't know anything about her. I
So
don't.
that's her friend, and she came over?
She was out here, yeah, she didn't come in, she just
Does
said,
she live over here?
I don't know where she lives. She just said, Alissa, can they walk through the house, you know? And I said, yeah.
She asked you if the police could do that.
Because the police were there. And she said, and I said, sure, you know, that's fine.
Okay.
You know, and then we had gone to the store. Annie and I went to the store and to get an energy drink, and then came back and loaded up some stuff. So
Okay. All right. And just to confirm, when you and Nikki went over to Marilyn's house this past Saturday morning, you said around 10 a.m. or so. Did you see any vehicles in the driveway?
as her vehicle was there.
Okay, the Suburban.
The Suburban.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. When she came to the door, can you describe her demeanor?
She was buzzed. I could tell she was buzzed. Like, I could see it in her. I mean, I can. I can't smell, but I can always tell. Like when Marilyn's and she's drunk, and she's usually drunk.
Okay, so that's pretty common.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And how many dogs does she have?
She has 3. She has my dog and 2 little dogs. 2 little
Did you
chihuahuas.
see any of those dogs?
Huh? Did I see any?
Did you see any of those
yeah,
dogs?
they were out barking around.
They were out barking
Yeah,
around?
they bark, and she tells them to hush. And I mean, not out. They're right in the house, right next to her.
Okay. So if so do they bark for anybody, or is it just
They bark for everybody.
They bark for everybody?
Yeah.
So if anybody goes up to the house,
But then, I mean, for us, they bark right away and then they stop.
okay, but say a stranger, say I went over there,
They bark right away, and if you said hi to them,
do they
they
chill
probably
out?
stop.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they're chill.
Okay, so they're not like guard dogs, good guard
No, they're
dogs.
chihuahuas and
Okay.
my dog. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think that's all the questions that I have for you right now. Okay. Again, I was sitting here just to do preliminary. Because again, for missing persons, we just try to contact everybody that knew her.
Yeah.
Just to try to figure
When
out.
I don't know if it was you that called me or who called me on
Right.
Saturday. I think he said, "Can you get a hold of Robert?" And little Robert, Robert Gibson. I don't think he said little Robert, but Robert Gibson. And I said, I don't talk to him. So.
And who's little Robert? I'm sorry.
He's a friend. He used to live down the street. He's a
Does
friend
he know
of the family.
Marilyn?
Yeah. He was doing stuff for her. I guess they talk sometimes. I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while either.
So Robert.
Yes.
Robert Gibson?
Yes.
You
He was a
haven't-
really good friend of ours when my husband was alive, but he always said he would help me with my car and stuff, and he never really did.
Okay.
Okay.
So you haven't spoke to the guy.
No.
In a while.
But he called my youngest son, and that's when my youngest yesterday was like, have you seen Grandma? And I was
He
like,
called your youngest son,
yes, he did.
and that's Drake, correct?
No, that's
Oh, I'm sorry. And asked, "Where's Grandma?"
no. I don't know what he asked my son.
Oh, okay.
My
Asked
youngest
about.
called me.
He just asked about.
Yeah, and my youngest called me and said, "Do you know where
All right.
He's like, "Do you know Grandma's missing?" And I was like, "Yeah, Uncle Harry told me." And
Okay. When did you first find out that she was missing?
when Harry told me, when Harry
And
drove
that-
up on Saturday.
Okay, and you don't remember about what time he came over here? Or do you-
No, I was like, I don't know.
Okay, so you first heard that she was missing from
Yeah, because
Harry.
I just seen her. I mean,
Right.
I don't know if she went on a walk or what.
And and that's a concern for us, because a lot of people have like dementia
Well,
and stuff like that, and they'll wander, and
Yeah,
then
I know.
we'll find her like a couple days later somewhere else. So,
Yeah, I know.
and that's kind of what I'm hoping is that, she may have wandered somewhere, and we'll go find her.
Yeah, and that's that's what I mean. Who knows?
Yeah. What do you think happened to her?
I think that she probably wandered off. I mean, that's what I really think. Like maybe she went on a walk or maybe something.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I think because,
Okay.
and my youngest and was like, I hope she didn't hurt herself. My daughter said that too. That's what
Right.
and I told my middle one, I was like, you know, that she said that, and he's like, oh God, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't he doesn't think sometimes, so he, you know, doesn't.
Okay.
So it's hard to talk to him, and I try not to talk to him.
Okay.
I'm really cold.
All right. And I just got to ask this question because this is something I ask everybody, okay? So don't think I'm singling you out, all right?
I know.
Do you have anything to do with her disappearance?
No, I don't.
Okay. Does anybody that you know have anything to do with her disappearance?
No.
Okay.
None of us want her gone. Like, we all loved her. Like, I mean,
Right.
we were, you know, upset
Right.
with her, but I mean, I don't want harm on her.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
just, you know, go live your life, you
Right.
know. She disowned me, and I'm still, but we were nice and talking, and
Right.
that's what she said. She was like, you guys haven't damaged it. I said, we're really going to clean it. We're going to get this done, you know, and she was like, okay.
Okay. Is that silver truck?
Yes, it is. See right
Can you just kind of tell them to pull over here on the side? Okay. All right, ma'am. Do you have any questions for me?
there? Yes. Can I hit my things?
Okay.
Please.
So let me make a phone call. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Because I have my jacket.
Right. I'm going to tell you right now. In these kind of situations, typically it's a no.
Why?
Because, listen. Well, right now we don't know what we're dealing with, right? We don't know if she's harmed or if she's walking around somewhere. Okay.
Right.
But we have discussed, you know, we've discussed the details that we know of so far. Okay. And they're going to do a search warrant on the house. Okay.
Okay.
And when they do a search warrant on the house, we have to secure it. And that means that the moment we take everybody out of the house, okay, nobody can go back in
I know. But
until the search warrant's completed. Okay.
Okay.
And you got to understand.
I know, but I want my clothes, and I want
I
to go to my
understand that.
hotel, and
I
I
know
want to
that.
sleep. My back
Right.
hurts. I'm tired of moving.
Right. I understand. And listen, you know what? I understand that you may take this personal, and I get it. Okay.
I do.
But I just want you to know this is not a personal thing. It's part of our job. Okay. I can tell you that once the search warrant's done, you know,
How long does that take?
they're typing it up right now. Okay.
Okay, but you don't have it yet, but you haven't, so why can't I get what?
Because at
you
this
can
point,
look in my bag,
right,
why
know,
can't I
but
get
because
that?
at this point we have to secure it. All right.
I just want my clothes, that's
Right.
all.
I know that. Okay. We're not gonna do anything to your clothes.
I know.
Okay. The
I mean,
moment
my
this,
purse and everything.
right, we're not
you
gonna do
know?
anything to that. The moment the search warrant's done,
Then you're gonna dig through all my stuff.
we're gonna go through the house. Okay. And once we're done, like I said, we're not gonna damage anything. We're not gonna, we're not gonna.
I know. I mean, I just want to have my
I
purse.
understand that.
Okay.
You listen. You have my word, okay? That we're not gonna take anything that shouldn't be taken. Okay. Your purse.
I know, but like.
Okay.
But I want my clothes. Like, why can't I go to my hotel
Listen,
and
I
wait
understand
while you guys
that.
do that?
I understand.
don't want to be here while you do a search.
I understand.
I don't
that.
care.
And
You
listen,
can search.
I hate that. I hate this part of the job. You know, telling somebody that, hey, you can't go back in the house right now.
Who do
Okay.
we ask? Who? You said you had to make a phone call. Who do we
Right.
ask?
Let me talk to my partner.
Okay, please.
Okay.
Please do that.
All right. Do you have anything else you need to talk to me about?
No.
All right.
I mean, where, you know, do you have...
Just hang out.
I just
Let me
wanna-
find out. All right. Let me make a call. How you doing? Hey, sorry to flash this in your eyes.
What's happening right now?
Okay. Is there anybody else in the car? I mean,
No.
just you?
Yes.
Okay. What's your name, ma'am?
My name's Annie.
Annie?
Yes.
Oh,
No.
no. So would you mind speaking with us?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
What's your last name, Annie?
My last name's Rael.
And obviously, you don't need to talk to us or anything. We just like to ask you some
Right, of
questions.
course.
We're
No,
trying to clear things up. Oh, I know. You
I'm
probably
tired,
you probably
like,
like what?
moving.
You're probably trying to figure out what's going on, right?
Well, I kind of know a little bit.
What do you
So,
know? Tell me what you know.
I know that her mother-in-law that they rent from, she's missing. So, I mean, we talk. So, I do know that. That's really what I know.
Okay. So
And
yeah, obviously.
I know that she's been called a few times by, like, the police, I guess. So I'm very confused as to what's happening, like, for sure.
Right.
So I need to know.
Okay. Well, again,
You,
So that's exactly what we're here for.
right.
We're trying
I
to
figured
we're
that.
trying to figure out, where she's at, because we deal with missing persons a lot. Sometimes they have dementia or whatever. They'll leave for a couple days and then come back.
Yeah.
But it's cold and we want to try to find her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
Alright. Okay. So would you mind speaking with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just get some information.
No problem. Hi, my boy.
Oh.
He's all freezing too.
All right. So it's
Are we
7:50.
able to let the cats back in it? At
Not
the
right
very
now.
least? Well,
Yeah. Eventually. I
Okay.
think.
No, I'm not here.
Okay. So 7:50 p.m. July 29th, 2018. Okay. Can I start off with your name, ma'am?
Annie Rael.
Spell your first name for me.
ANNIE
Spell your last name.
RAEL.
And your date of birth. Okay. And your phone number?
What's that?
Your phone number?
I don't have a phone number.
How do I get a hold of you?
I through
Come on, girl.
yeah, I don't have a phone number, and it's been for a while. It's hard.
Okay. Okay, so how would I get a hold of you?
Through Alissa.
Through Alissa?
Like that's basically how everybody contacts me. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and what is your address?
I'm actually was living with them. We're moving out. We.
Oh, you were living?
Right now.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, not permanently, but yeah, I was staying here.
Hey. Okay. So yeah, Annie, so obviously we're just trying to, like I was just asking Alissa for information.
Cool.
Anything we can do to just try to find her,
I
So
will
how-
tell you, dude. I don't know. I know Marilyn. I don't know her. Like,
Tell me
She-
about her. Tell me about her.
I don't know her. Like,
Oh, okay.
I've interacted with her a few times,
Yeah.
which was not the best of terms because of the situation that they're in. I guess I don't know a whole lot. I don't
Okay.
like to hear a whole lot. I have enough going on, seriously.
Yeah.
But I do know that she has blamed me for them not paying rent, and I mean she's came at me, but we have talked very well before. Also, that's what I know about her. She's talked with me good, and she's attacked me like viciously and here. So
When you say attacked viciously, what do
like
you...
she was like screaming, and I'm like, I'm not trying to disrespect you. Like, we're moving out.
Mhm.
I don't have anything bad. I've never done any damage to your house. Like, I just barely got in the picture, and
Okay.
she thinks that I have something to do with like them not paying rent, or
Really?
like
That's kind of weird.
she was
huh?
kind of blaming me. Yeah, for sure. Yes, I was, but
Okay.
I left at that point when she
Okay.
came at me like that. I get upset, and I like was crying, and I left. I had to go to sleep. I couldn't even deal with it. So
Oh, I'm
I'll
sorry you
tell
had to
you
go through that
that-
crap.
I went to sleep, and they, I guess, made amends from what I understood. Is that everything was fine. That's why we got extra time, because we're all upset about the situation
Right.
of moving out and
Right.
living in a hotel, basically.
Okay.
And that's as far as I know.
How long have you lived here?
And it's been a couple months, probably like 3, maybe. I'm not positive.
So like a few months?
Because I'm back and forth too. I stay at my dad's also. Like,
Oh, what's your dad's address?
my dad's address is road.
Okay, give me a second.
No problem.
Trying to get some light here. There you go. Road? Where's that at?
It's in Las Lunas.
Oh, okay. I was like wondering. Okay. Sorry, you're getting in the light. There you go.
I'm sorry. No.
Okay, road in Las Lunas.
Mhm.
What's your dad's name?
His name's Robert.
Robert. Okay. Okay. So you'd stay off and on with him, and then back over here.
Well, I mean, I'm staying more here to support them through this. I want to be with them and help them move, and I have a truck, and like I got pulled over earlier. Like, it's not legit. Like, it's no insurance and stuff, but I'm doing what I can to help them.
That's a nice truck, man.
It's-
How long have you had it?
It's my wife's.
Okay, who's your wife?
We're separated right now, and I really don't feel like that's necessary to know because I honestly haven't talked to her in a while.
Okay. All right. So
I mean, I really don't
is
feel
the
comfortable even giving my dad's information because
right.
yeah, like this is a weird situation.
Right, I
like
get
I
it.
feel
I know.
really
And
not at ease right now. Like
yeah.
I feel like Alyssa's being attacked right now by this is crazy. Like this is nuts.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we got to do a search warrant
Well,
on the
of
house.
course, yeah. She's listening, dude. By all means, I will cooperate with you, but I don't think that it's necessary to get my wife.
No,
I
I'm
haven't
not
talked
just
to her
that.
about
I'm just
nor
trying
my
to,
dad.
I'm just gonna have small talk. That's
Of course, yeah, of course.
all. Okay, so, I mean, does the truck belong to you now?
It's actually not even paid off, so it doesn't belong to either of us, but it's under her name,
Okay.
and we are legit married.
Oh, okay, cool.
We haven't been on any kind of talking terms or like anything like that for probably for a few months. Also, I'm not even positive. A lot changed quick. So.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you guys aren't doing too well.
Well, it's not that. Things. It's life.
Yeah, I hear your life.
I mean,
Life
up
happens,
and
right?
down and up and down. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, you mind if I ask a couple questions as far as like just last week, and then as far as like when the eviction started, and kind of go,
Yeah.
just kind of
Yeah.
establish a
absolutely.
timeline. Okay. So you said you lived here for a few months, correct?
Yeah.
Ish. Okay. And how long have you been driving this truck?
Oh, it's probably more than a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've had it for more than a year ish.
Mhm.
All right.
Or a couple. I don't know. It's
Okay.
been a while.
So can we start off by talking last week as far as when you guys were noticed about the eviction?
Yeah. What?
I just want to
What do
know
you mean?
like how were you notified about being evicted?
She said that Marilyn's evicting us and we gotta get out.
So Alicia told you guys that Marilyn's evicting us, okay? And
Well, she said me. She said Marilyn's evicting me.
evicting you.
No, well, her. Like, she
Oh,
said.
okay.
Yeah, she came and
Okay.
said,
Who
"Marilyn,
else?
I'm getting evicted. We've got to get out."
Okay. Who all was living at the house during the time?
It was me, Alissa, Nikki, and Drake.
Okay, just you four.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, were any of you guys paying rent?
I wasn't. No.
Do you know if anybody else was?
I don't, like I said, I don't. I know that they do pay. I don't know what they pay. I don't know how much. Like, I don't know any of that. I just, like I said, got in the picture.
Okay.
I don't discuss what money she gets
I gotcha.
to give to Marilyn. I don't know what she contributes. Like, I don't know. Because I feel bad enough, like, not paying shit.
Gotcha. All right, I'm just writing some notes. Okay. Can I at least get like a first name for your wife? That way I know who I'm talking.
Rihanna? Yep.
All right. Okay. What's her last name? Is that possible?
Or are you trying to get a hold of Rihanna?
No, I'm
or-
not gonna talk to her.
I just don't understand.
Okay.
Like,
I'm
what-
just trying
I
to.
really don't even feel comfortable you having my dad's name. Like,
That's
what do
cool.
they have to do in anything?
Nothing. Just forming the baseline.
I'm like really.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
listen.
No, I'm not okay with that. So,
Okay. Well, then
oh,
I
go
won't.
ahead.
I won't ask you any more questions about your wife. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So you guys are here, and she tells you guys are getting evicted, correct?
Right.
All right. Or she mentions that I'm getting evicted, right?
Right.
Okay. Can you remember?
Almost.
That was. Do you remember what day last week that occurred at? No?
No.
Okay.
Truthfully.
All right.
I honestly thought today was Sunday. Like, I'm.
Oh, really?
We're all going through a lot.
I understand. All right. So, can you tell me? Did you meet Marilyn at all last week? Did you
I
see
meet
her? See her all last week?
Yeah. So she was here when we were
Oh, she
moving
was?
stuff.
Okay. Can you tell me? If you don't remember what day,
I honestly, don't know any.
tell me
days.
what she was doing here.
She was in her vehicle. She was in and out of the house. She was nagging everybody, and that's when I had to leave. I took the boys, and I went to the hotel room and I slept.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
when you say nagging, what was she?
She was just like, "Oh, you need to do this and this," and like just telling us like how to move out. And
really?
and then she came at me and she said that, you know, this is your fault. And I'm like, or she said, you know why, ¿cómo se? You know why they're getting evicted, right? Because of you. And I'm like,
She blamed you
okay.
for their eviction?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to make a note.
Well, I mean, I did smell alcohol on her, I'll tell you that. She
Okay.
seemed tore up, for sure.
Oh, really? Is that something that you've seen before or
Well,
no?
I seen her drinking beer, yeah. Not, I mean, like I said, I don't see her a lot. But when she was here, yeah. And I feel
So she
I've
seemed
lived
drunk,
with
correct?
An alcoholic.
What was that?
I said I've lived with an alcoholic, I know, so.
Okay. All right. What was she driving? Do you remember?
It's like a Suburban.
Do you remember the color?
It's like greenish, bluish.
Okay. And again, these are details that we're going to try to get out to the public, right?
Right.
And see if they can hopefully help
Of course,
find her,
yeah.
right? Okay. All right. So she's nagging. She blames you.
I mean, she was upset. And I can understand. Like, she's saying that they haven't paid, that I'm here thinking I run everything. I mean,
That you run everything or her?
No, that I do, and that this is my fault.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did it make you feel? Because that broke.
I got into like a sad, like I cried.
Really?
Like, on the way over there, I'm like, I can't.
Yeah. That would make me feel
told-
pretty horrible too. If someone blamed you
told
for
them,
that.
yeah. I was like, if she approaches me the way she's been approaching them, I'm gonna cave, guys. I'm gonna cry. Like, I can't. I'm so sensitive. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Okay.
I cried, stayed quiet, went to bed, and then I was fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe this will be easier if we work backwards. So today's Monday, right?
Mm.
Yesterday was Sunday.
Mm.
Okay. Do you remember going to Marilyn's house with Alissa?
No.
I'm sorry. No, it wasn't you. When's the last time you were here at the house?
I was just here earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about this past week?
I've been here moving like every day almost.
Okay.
There was one day that I did sleep like all day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I've pretty much been here every day helping them.
Okay. What about on Friday,
Friday.
the day before Saturday?
No, what? Days before Saturday.
I'm just messing.
Um,
So when I talked to her, yeah, she mentioned that you guys were
Friday.
cleaning out on Friday as well.
I know we've been at it for like, it seems like a week already.
Oh, really?
Like, and we're just, I mean, we're taking our time and we're doing it properly because we don't want to be on bad terms with her. That's her.
I hear you.
I mean, I have nothing against her, so I have no reason to be mean to her, and I'm a very respectful person. Like, Alissa, she doesn't want that, you know? I mean,
Right.
she tries with her. I've seen them get along very well, so, and the fact that she gave us extra time was amazing. Like, I thought that things were going very well, so.
Right. What did you say? I'm sorry. You have no reason to be what? You said I have no reason to be like disrespectful.
Yeah, like, just, I'm not a disrespectful person.
Oh, okay.
I respect people. I don't know her.
Right.
I respect her. She's letting Alissa live here. They're family, you know?
Right. Okay.
There's no reason for me to be any.
I get
even
that.
when she approaches me in that way, I'm stay quiet. Like, I'm
Try
just
to be
like, okay.
the more mature
okay.
one, right?
I try, yeah.
I
Of
hear you.
course.
I hear you. Okay. Do you ever let anybody else drive your truck?
Not really, no. Not lately.
No.
I mean, if I'm there, I don't. It's not a like registered truck, so no,
Okay.
not really.
How about when you guys are moving out?
I've been doing the driving, like to the storage and stuff. I
Where's the
don't feel
store?
comfortable.
Where's the storage at?
It's off of it's down Montano off of like right after the highway, like where it's
Like Montano and I-25?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you remember the name?
No, I don't know the name. Like I said,
Okay.
I'm just helping.
Did you guys ever have a U-Haul, or was it just this truck that you guys were using?
Yeah, we had a U-Haul.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, like the first day we had a U-Haul because we wanted to like, which I don't know what day it was, but We did get a U-Haul.
Okay. So let me ask you, so at any point in time last week into the weekend, okay, did you let anybody drive your truck from this house other than you? No?
No.
You're the sole driver?
I've been the sole driver, yeah.
Okay. So it would be fair to say that you have not let anybody else drive this truck other than you this past week?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I've been doing all the driving lately, yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So if, huh?
I'm getting all full now.
I know, me
Can we
too.
go in your car now? Or can I sit in the truck? Or?
Can't sit in the truck right now. I just want to ask you a couple more questions real quick. So let me ask you this.
Why can't I sit in the truck right now?
Huh?
Can I ask you that?
Yeah, so hold on.
Why?
If, let me see here.
What's really going on?
No.
No, yeah. No.
Did anybody, so did your friend Alissa or Nikki or anybody drive your truck, or is it just you?
Dude, it's just me.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
I mean, I keep those keys unlocked.
So let me ask you this: if they told me that they borrowed your, that they used your truck to take stuff in the house, would that be untruthful?
I mean, because when I went to the hotel and went to sleep, I told them I felt more comfortable just having the truck with me, so they didn't have it. They have driven it before, but not like in this, not lately.
So not lately. So before they've driven it.
Yeah.
But not pack.
No. While we're packing, like it's been us together packing. I've been here, and when I haven't been here, I have my truck.
Okay. All right, you can get in and get warm. You can get in and get warm. It's freezing out here, man.
This is
So. Huh?
This is weird. Like
I know.
I don't like.
I
feel
know.
very uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
No.
It's just part of the job, unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel like I'm being talked to kind of like I'm an idiot or something.
No.
But I'm tired also.
Yeah, I know.
Do
So
I need to get open?
yeah.
No problem.
Let me just ask you. Okay. So what were you guys doing today? Just cleaning out the.
While
Just
we're
more
doing laundry,
cleaning up?
packing, I went and took a load with her son.
Okay.
I came back, got his stuff, his backpack, and took him home. Got pulled over. Very sketch already.
What'd you get pulled over for?
I got pulled over by your buddy there out of uniform for my bumper or my whatever
Okay.
that's damaged in the front, and I'm really getting like irritated at this point because
Alright.
I already
Okay.
know what's happening here.
Tell me what you think's happening.
No, like seriously, he just pulled me over, dude, for my bump, like for the front of this, and now he's gonna say hey again. Like you guys are talking to me like I just don't like the way I'm being approached and questioned. Like I feel like.
So Annie, listen. Can you let me finish, please?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
All right. So look at me. All right.
I know.
All I'm trying to do is just figure out
Job, right?
this is where Marilyn is. Okay.
Of course, yes.
I'm not. We don't know what happened. Like I said, I bet most likely she probably wandered off somewhere, right? But if I don't know where she's at, I got to talk to the people that know her.
Of course, but I don't really
Right,
know
but
her.
I didn't know that.
And I don't understand why my dad needs what his address comes into play, and like that's what I'm like
Right.
getting.
So
kind of,
it's. I'm sorry that I asked questions about your dad and your
I know,
wife.
like it's confusing,
Right.
and it's just
I'm not- I don't
really
have any-
uncomfortable
I don't have any
about why
reason
my
to go
wife
talk to her.
needs to be known. Like I
Right.
just don't know. Like
I know.
it's weird, but
Okay.
I'm,
So, would you forgive me?
well, yes,
for
I'm
asking about
not
that?
gonna.
These are just questions that I gotta ask,
It's not,
right?
like yeah, no, you're fine.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
So
I'm still gonna talk to you. This light's creeping me out. Like I'm just tired.
I'm sorry.
moving.
All right. So you obviously don't know Marilyn too well, but you know Alissa does. Has Alissa told you anything about, possibly knowing where Marilyn's at?
No, Alissa will actually seems a little concerned. She,
Oh no, when I talked to her, it was very obvious that she was concerned.
yeah.
I'm just trying to is there a place that you know that she may hang out at that I can go try to find her at?
Well, Marilyn?
Yeah.
No.
You think?
I couldn't even tell you how to get to her house.
Do you think anybody? Do you know of anybody else I can talk to that can maybe help me out with trying to find her?
Marilyn talks to all these people, so
Like on
you
this
could
street
probably
or
knock
what?
on any door.
Okay.
I mean, I've just while we were moving, like I've seen her chat with neighbors,
Right.
you know,
Okay.
with a few ladies. So I don't know who specifically, but
Okay. All right.
my
So why don't
boy.
you do this? Close the door and just you can roll the window up. Stay warm. Let me go talk to my partners over here. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't.
All
Like
right.
I just.
So can you give me like 1 minute to talk to him, and then if I have
Yeah, of
any
course,
follow up,
I'm not
I can
going
come back
anywhere.
and just ask you some more questions.
That's
Cool.
fine.
All right. Really appreciate your cooperation. Okay.
What was your name?
My name's Josh Brown.
Josh.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
I like your truck.
I don't. It's
I
a
don't.
piece
Well,
of shit.
I don't have a truck, so.
Truck's a
Is
really
this thing
nice.
4-wheel drive?
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but yeah,
No?
it has
Okay.
a 4 on there.
All right. Well, cool. Give me 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Nikki, I know, we talked before, and you told me your timeline, okay? We've collected surveillance video, some other evidence. We did search warrants to Annie's vehicle, and through talking to everybody and knowing what we know, you weren't truthful with me. Okay, we talked to your employer. We know the times that you came to work and when you left, and you weren't there when you said you were. Okay? So, we know what happened. There's a couple details that we're trying to figure out, who's responsible for exactly what part in this. Okay, because we know what happened, and right now it looks like everybody's involved. But there's some people that are going to be more responsible than others, and I definitely don't think you're the most responsible. But you do know what happened. And it's really important, Nikki, it's really important that you're honest with us and tell us what you know, because I don't want you to end up going down for a murder, conspiracy, or something like that.
Well, of course.
That's serious. But let me tell you something. If you assist or encourage or have a part in that, and you were there and you're a witness, and you cover for them, you can be responsible for something. And so I'd rather have you, be honest with me so we can sort it out. I don't think you are the most, I don't think you're a bad person. I'm not judging you, but I know that, I don't think that you had, but I know that you were there.
I honestly had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what it is, but they still have not told me anything. They are being, however they're being. I did not see anything. I did pick up Drake from the house, but I didn't see a body. I didn't see a murder. I didn't see anything.
Okay.
So
what do you mean you did pick up Drake from the house?
I
When?
picked up Drake from the house on Friday. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
I
At what
don't-
time?
I don't even remember. I would have to check my phone, which they may not even know. But
Okay.
other than that, I don't know anything. I've already told you guys everything that I know.
Well, why did you lie about when you were at work then? That's what I don't understand.
Because Alissa told me to tell you guys that that's what I was doing.
Okay.
So-
So Alissa told you what?
Just if I get questioned that I was at work all day. Which
Why?
I was at. I don't know.
You weren't at work all day.
I was at work in the morning.
You were at work. You went in at 12:56. You said you were there from 1 to 8. You got there at 12:56 and you left at 1:59. And you claimed to be there all day long. So Alissa told you, if you're asked, when did she tell you to say that?
I don't know.
Was it when we came to the house? Was it the same day?
I don't know. It was just she told me to say that.
Okay, so she says if you're questioned by police or what?
Correct. Because there was already a lot going on. So
Okay, a lot going on, meaning
yes,
what?
I don't know.
Okay, you know what? Let me explain something, Nikki. Your future and your life is not worth, your life going to jail is not worth protecting
I know
them.
that, and know that I'm going to be okay because I didn't do anything.
Okay. But we need,
So,
I need you to
I'm
explain
telling you
to
everything
me.
that I know. You said this is voluntary.
Okay,
I already
yes.
told you everything that I know. I'm willing to give
Okay.
everything that I have, and that's all that I have.
Okay.
So,
So Alissa told you if the police ask that you should say you're at work all day.
Correct.
What do you have to do with anything that you would have to say that you were at work all day?
I don't know.
Okay, so you picked up Drake on Friday from the house?
Correct. And I was never allowed in the house
Okay.
that day. So,
Okay, what time did you pick him up?
well, I left at 1:59, so I was probably there on 2:15, 2:30. I have no idea.
Okay. What do you mean you weren't allowed in the house?
Well, I didn't exactly get out and try to go in, but Drake was already ready to go. He came out and we left. So I don't know.
Okay. What seemed weird to you?
I mean, nothing really seemed weird to me. It was just, it happened very quickly. I just picked him up and left. So
What did you see on Drake?
nothing. He was normal. It was fine.
He was clean?
Yeah.
You didn't notice anything?
He wasn't acting weird or anything. So I don't know if they told him to go or what. Alissa was calling me. She asked me to come pick up Drake. I came and picked up Drake.
Okay.
So,
Did she text you? Or call you?
I'm sure it was on Facebook Messenger.
On Messenger?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your Facebook? It's just the one that you have?
Yep.
Have you deleted anything off of there?
No.
Okay. And can you give me another pen because this one's done? Thank you.
Nikki, when you went to get Drake, what cars were there?
Annie's truck was there. That's it.
And that was it?
And it's like another truck in there.
What was in the back of the truck when you got there? Do you remember?
I didn't really know. It was back into the garage. They were moving, so.
Who was in the truck at the time? Nobody? Okay, who was at the house at the time when you picked up Drake?
To my knowledge, it was just Alissa and Annie. Whenever I dropped Drake off at the house in the morning before I went to work, Marilyn's vehicle was there. And I'm assuming she was there, but I don't know what happened after that.
Okay, so Marilyn's vehicle was there
In the morning.
in the morning. Friday morning?
Friday morning.
At what time?
It was probably around 10-ish.
When you dropped off?
I dropped
Drake?
Drake, yes.
And when you went to pick him up, where was her vehicle?
I don't know.
Okay, it wasn't there.
No.
When you okay. Okay. And where did you go after that?
We went to the hotel.
Okay, which hotel?
I believe it was the Motel 6. It was on the one Albuquerque North, over that way.
Just you and Drake went?
The Motel 6, which one?
The Albuquerque North one.
Okay. And who was there?
Just one Drake.
Okay. And then who showed up later?
Annie Alissa.
What time?
I don't remember. It was probably 5, 6, 7, I don't know.
Is there any way you can kind of give me a better time frame by something you were watching on TV? Anything like that?
I really have zero idea. I don't remember. It's a long time ago already.
Okay. What time? What did they show up in? What vehicle?
Her truck.
Okay. You saw Annie's truck. And then when's the next time you saw Marilyn's vehicle?
I didn't see it after that.
Okay. Had you gone back to Marilyn's house at any time? Okay. Did Alissa or Annie say anything else to you about anything at all?
I told you this already, but all that they told me, because I asked how the moving went, everything, whatever, they were acting fine, and all that they told me was, yeah, Marilyn has work on Monday morning, so she gave me the keys to be able to move throughout the weekend. She gave me until Sunday. I have to drop the keys to her at her house on Sunday. That's all that she told me.
Alissa said that.
Correct.
Alright.
So I don't know. My primary goal is to keep Drake happy. I don't care about Annie at all. I don't care about Alissa at all. Drake is my main priority right now because he needs somebody to help him.
Yeah.
I mean, we just went to court just a couple days ago because we got our no, we had a no contact order, I guess, but we had it lifted between Drake and I, and everything is going very, very well. But I mean, if something happens to her, I don't know.
So let me tell you this: between the time that you had dropped Drake off and picked him up, and they wouldn't let you in the house. And why did you say that? You said they wouldn't let me in the house, but then you were like, "Well, but I didn't try to go in." There was something that
usually whenever I go there or whatever, they would like, come on in, let's hang out for a second. You don't have to go right away, whatever. And that time, I mean, it was kind of very quick. They didn't come outside. Drake just kind of came outside, got in the vehicle, and we went. So I don't know. And Drake wasn't acting funny. He wasn't, acting like something bad had happened. And I feel like he would tell me something, So I don't know if something happened then. I don't know if he saw something. I don't know. I just don't know. So.
What about cleaning? At what point did you ever see anyone cleaning either the house or the truck or talk about anything like that?
I don't have any knowledge of any of that.
Okay.
I mean, I saw Marilyn cleaning the house as they were moving out, but that was it. I didn't see anybody cleaning the truck or anything.
And what about cleaning carpets?
Well, I had told you that either Thursday or Friday, Marilyn was in there with the carpet cleaner cleaning the carpets. So.
Because normally when you clean carpets, you wait for everything to be out of the house.
Yeah.
And you don't.
Well, I mean, Marilyn was kind of weird about that. I don't know.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, so where Marilyn was you say Marilyn was cleaning the carpets, but we know that some of this information isn't really how it happened.
Why?
Or because.
Well, that's just the knowledge I have. Okay. So.
Right.
I wasn't there that often. I mean, I was moving I was helping Alissa move during the week. But then, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I go to work. I was there Friday. I did pick up Drake. Alissa asked me to pick up Drake, so I went to pick up Drake. I don't know. That's all that I know. So.
Did she say why you had to pick up Drake? Was that out of the ordinary for you?
I mean, there's been times where Drake's been giving her a hard time, and so I've came and gotten him, or she's dropped Drake off at my work before just for him to hang out, whatever. But that's it.
Okay. Is there any way that because even when you clean something, even though we know that Annie or whoever washed their vehicle, you can wash it, you can scrub it, blood doesn't go away. We still have a way to detect it. Okay. So what we're going to do is we have search warrants and we're going to collect everyone's DNA. Do you know what DNA is? Okay. So is your DNA going to show up anywhere that we need to explain why it's there? So, have you been in Annie's truck before?
In the past, yes, I've driven her truck. But, I mean, you'll find maybe my prints on the steering wheel. I have no idea, but it's been, it has been.
Recently?
No, I haven't driven her truck recently.
Okay. What about in the back of the truck?
I haven't been in the back of the truck.
Okay. Do you smoke?
Yes.
Okay, what kind of cigarettes do you smoke?
I smoke Camel Crushers. But we all kind of share cigarettes. So.
Okay. And then, what kind of does everybody have their specific brand, but you also share?
I mainly smoke Camel Crushes because they can be both regular and menthol, and I like menthol. They like regular, so when they're out of cigarettes, I can give them a cigarette. But they prefer Marlboro Reds. But
everyone else does?
Yeah.
Cigarettes are expensive these
I know,
days.
I'm trying to quit. I actually haven't had a cigarette in a few days. So
I remember they were like $1 something a pack, and now what are they?
They're like $6, $7.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Why don't you vape like Drake was doing?
That's my vape. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I'm trying to quit. I haven't had one in a few days, so I just bought that. I got paid on Friday, so I just bought that. But yeah.
Nikki, I have a question. In the beginning, you said they haven't told me anything. Who is they?
I mean, Alissa, Annie, Drake. I mean, if anything did happen in that house, they haven't told me anything that occurred. So.
Have they acted weird around you?
Not really, but I mean, Alissa has been coming and going, and I haven't actually been sleeping here. I've been sleeping at my house. I just got here at like 9 a.m.
So is that out of the norm for Alissa to be coming and going like that?
Kinda. She wouldn't usually leave like that, but she met a new guy, so I don't know. His name is Joseph. That's all I know about him. So
Don't know his last name.
No.
Okay. When you picked up Drake, I mean, I don't know a lot about the case, but I know Drake has some issues.
Sure.
He was nice and steady. He wasn't like a little bit edgy. He wasn't.
No, he wasn't. So I don't know.
Was that out of the ordinary for you? Like, is he usually excited to see you? Was he not excited to see you?
I mean, it was as usual. I mean, nothing. He didn't seem like he.
Nothing stands out to you that he was acting different.
No, and then I mean, he forgets a lot of things. Like kind of like short-term memory loss or something. Like you can tell him something, and then a couple minutes later he'll be like, "What? Like what? We just talked about this. Oh, I don't. No, we didn't. You know, it's kind of weird like that. So I don't know exactly how his mind is taking the death of his grandmother, because I mean, just now he asked again. You know, oh, didn't you guys say your grandma was dead?
Right.
But then whenever you guys went, you know, he was crying about it. You know, so I have no idea. I don't know. It's hard to tell with him. You know.
Okay.
But he hasn't told me anything. Nothing. There hasn't been any weird like conversations that it's randomly come up, and usually like if he does something, like he tells it himself, you know. But you know, I don't know. He hasn't said anything.
And you've been staying here with him?
Like I said, I haven't been sleeping here, but I'll leave around like 6 or 7 in the evening, and then I'll come back in the morning, because they don't have a vehicle now, so I've been kind of helping them, you know.
Okay.
Drive around and stuff.
Has he napped when you've been here?
A little bit.
So that has he woken up from his naps like he's had a nightmare, or
no.
Something's bothering him, or?
No.
Okay.
Who talked about going to Rio Rancho? Who talked about going to Rio Rancho?
I don't know. I mean, Drake stayed at his sister's in Rio Rancho for a few days.
Okay. When was that?
It was this past weekend, I believe.
Just this past weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what about when Marilyn went missing that week? Did anybody drive out to Rio Rancho?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Okay. Did anybody talk about going to Rio Rancho, or like four-wheeling or anything like that? Off-roading? Having to clean their vehicle because it was muddy? Getting stuck? No? Okay. So later on, when Alissa and Annie came back to the hotel on Friday night, or Friday evening, did you guys have an adjoining room, or were you in the same room?
We were in the same room.
Okay. So, who took a shower first?
I don't think either of them took a shower. I didn't see. I mean, I don't remember. It was a long time ago already.
Do you remember anybody washing clothes, or specifically?
No, they were washing clothes at the house because they didn't have a washer and dryer.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Okay. When were they washing clothes at the house?
Just like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't know. I wasn't really there while they were washing clothes. Annie was the one washing clothes.
Okay. How do you know that they were washing clothes?
Because she told me, and she asked me if I had any clothes she wanted to wash. That I wanted to wash.
Okay. And what day was that? Do you remember? Okay. And did anybody talk about having to throw away any clothes or shoes or anything like that? Did you notice any scratches or injuries on anybody?
Not out of the ordinary, but Alissa and Annie fight a lot. Like, they, fight a lot. Like, physical fighting. Mm-hmm. And she's got, devil nails that are, sharpened to a point that will scratch you. And so I don't know. I don't, examine their bodies. So I don't, I have no idea.
Well, I mean, I work with this guy every day, and if he comes in with a cut on his face, I'm going to be like, what'd you do?
Well, I'm sure, but, I mean, I haven't been around as much as I used to be, so I don't know. If I see a scratch on one of them, I'm not going to be like, oh, what's that scratch? I don't do that, so I don't know. All right. But I do know that they fight a lot. I know they both had cats. I don't know.
You said Alissa has devil nails?
No, Annie does.
Oh,
Well,
Annie
she used
does.
to. I don't know what her nails look like now. I haven't paid attention to her yet.
Was she complaining anything about a broken nail or anything like that?
No.
Do you have any other questions, Mike? Is there anything that I didn't ask you that you think is important for me to know, even if it's something small?
I mean, nothing has really been happening. Alyssa's been gone. I've been sleeping elsewhere. So
Where is Alissa?
I don't know. She's with a guy. I don't know. I haven't been in contact with her at all.
When's the last time she stayed with you guys?
It was a few nights ago already. I haven't been sleeping at the hotel, but she left before I even left. Like, what's today?
Today's Thursday.
Thursday. It was probably like Monday or Tuesday.
Do you know where Joseph works?
I have no idea. I don't even know him. I've never met him. All I know is his name is Joseph.
Did she say where she met him or anything about him? Did she meet him after or before?
Before. He had helped her with her truck. She had wrecked her truck and he helped her tow it. That's all I know.
When did she wreck her truck?
It was a long time ago.
Oh,
already.
okay.
Yeah.
Did he help move?
No.
Okay. Was he the... You had mentioned before something about the 3 men in a truck guy. That guy?
Oh, no, that's a different guy.
Okay.
Completely unrelated to that.
Okay.
But I do know that somebody reached out to my friend Adam, asking him questions on when I'm gonna go to the house to get my stuff. Am I allowed to go get my stuff out of the house, like my bed and stuff? A detective, I guess, Juarez or.
Oh yeah, she's the case agent.
Yeah, called Adam asking if I had made arrangements to go get my things from the house, and also if he knew where Alissa and Annie were. I don't know.
Okay, well, she's here. Detective Juarez is here.
Okay.
She's the blonde.
Okay.
So you can ask her
Okay, cool.
about that.
Yeah, because
okay?
I mean, I would love to get my stuff from the house before it gets thrown away by Harry or somebody. I don't know, but
By Harry?
yeah, Harry.
Who's Harry?
Harry was Marilyn's brother. I guess he's the one handling the house now. I don't know. So
All right.
I don't know.
Okay. So she's here. You can talk to her and ask her about that, okay? All right.
Nikki, just on closing on my part, if there's anything you know, no matter how small, let us know.
Okay.
Okay? I do think you're doing a good thing by helping Drake. And I would hate to see something happen to you. You seem like you have a good head on your shoulders. But I don't want something to come back on you.
Of course.
So any little thing, you might think, oh, it's nothing. Let us know.
Okay.
Because we would rather hear it from you than we're going through the investigation and be like, oh, what's this?
Absolutely. No, I understand.
Okay?
Yeah, no, I know, and I do know that. I mean, Alissa wrote Drake and I a note before she left. I don't know what Drake said, but mine said, you know, take care of Drake. I love you. I would never hurt anybody. That, I mean, kind of like a goodbye note or something.
When
like
was
that.
this?
It was before she left with that guy. And I think I might have the note in there. If not, it's at my house. But I mean, I'm free to show it to you guys.
Yeah, where is the note?
It's either up there in my purse or it's at my house. I'm not
Okay.
entirely sure, but
She took off, huh?
I don't know. I'm thinking she might have.
Does she still have the same phone number?
Well, she doesn't have her phone, to my knowledge. She has a tablet, doesn't have a number. I have been before she left, I was in contact with her on Messenger, but I haven't talked to her since she left, basically. I know Annie was in contact with her, so I don't know, but
So she left on Monday with that guy around that time?
yeah, it was either Monday or Tuesday. I have to check my phone. I'm not sure entirely on the day, but it was a couple days ago already. So I'm not sure if she took off or what, but by the way her note kind of said, I mean, I don't know what Drake said. Like I said, I have no idea, but
Does she have any belongings left in the hotel here?
no.
Okay.
She doesn't.
Excuse me.
Are you still in contact with her on Messenger? Is that how she's communicating?
I've seen that she's been active, but I haven't talked to her. I was kind of upset that she left. And kind of left me responsible for paying for hotel rooms and being their transportation and everything, you know. I know it's not exactly my responsibility, but I feel bad. I care too much. So I was kind of upset, and so she kind of just basically told me figure it out, and I was like, okay, bye, you know, and that was it. And then she asked me to tell her how Drake's court went. I didn't message her back, so.
If you can find out without her, knowing, you're being obvious, like where she's at. Just, hey, are you okay? Where are you?
Yeah.
Will you let us know?
Yeah.
And Nikki, I don't want something to happen to you either. I know you care about Drake, but Drake has mental issues. I mean, you told me yourself, you heard the stove click, and then you looked and he was staring at the drapes, that were in flames.
Absolutely.
And when people have mental illnesses, I'm no doctor, but talking to him, he seems like a very sweet guy, very nice, no worries at all. And with what he's been through and what I know he knows, his reaction and his behavior isn't consistent with that, which leads me to believe that he does, I'm no doctor, but, when someone is, able to disconnect like that, that's a serious red flag. Yeah. And, you know him better than anybody, I think. So if you, and you see his mood swings, I don't want him to, something to set him off and hurt you.
And I think, back then, whenever he did that fire and everything, we were on drugs.
Yeah.
We were, I went to rehab, everything, both of us are clean now, and it's, the outbursts are a lot less, and he gets a lot less mad, and things are a lot calmer now that the drugs are out of the picture. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be honest with you, we were on drugs back then. So so I don't know. I think now things are a lot more peaceful, and I think the drugs were a lot to do with his outbursts and his anger, and now that that's gone, I think that he has a chance to be stable, more so than he did back then. So I don't know. Okay. Anything is possible, but right now, everybody's okay. So, and I've been keeping my distance too. Like I said, I haven't been sleeping at the hotels with them. I've just kind of been dropping them off, hanging out for a while, going home, going to bed, and then I'll come back in the morning, make sure they're okay. So, I don't know.
So who have you been checking back up on? Just these two, Alissa and Drake?
Mainly Drake. I don't really, like I said, I don't really care about anything at all, but mainly Drake to make sure. Yesterday morning, I guess he had gotten up at 5 in the morning, went on a walk, and Annie got worried because she didn't know where he was. So, but he came back and everything was fine. So,
has Drake communicated with Alissa since she's been gone?
No, Drake doesn't have a phone or anything. So,
okay, all right, yeah. If you can, let's go upstairs and see. Let me talk